Hi guys. You're probably all used to seeing me on the stage by now. In fact, I was just in A Wrinkle in Time. These are some embarrassing theater pictures. And I bet you all might be expecting me to do this presentation about my experience with theater and how it's broken me out of my shell and given me confidence, which it has. But I would like to use my time on this stage today to talk about something that I haven't really talked about before with anyone, which is kind of unusual because I generally like telling people almost everything about myself. Like, for example, if something embarrassing happens to me, I'll look around to make sure nobody saw and then go tell my friends what just happened. But today I would like to share with you all my experience with having acne. Now, I know this isn't a common senior speech topic, but don't worry, I'll tie it back to a classic cliche in the end. Now, all my life, I've been pretty much aware that I wasn't like the other girls. I wasn't a popular girl, definitely not a sporty girl, still not a sporty girl. And when I got acne, it set me even farther apart from the other girls in my grade. I got acne when I was in about 5th grade, I think, and right when I realized it wasn't just one pimple popping up and disappearing, I ran and asked my mom for makeup. I would walk into school every day wearing powder that was too dark for my pale vampire-like skin tone. That is over 6 years of wearing makeup, over 6 years of waking up each morning, looking in the mirror, seeing little red spots all over my face, and hating my skin. All my life, the media has been telling me that I need to get rid of my acne in five easy steps, or with this new product, or just overnight. And I've only ever seen people with flawless skin online and on TV. And with only seeing acne presented in such a horrible light, I would tell myself that I was ugly and that having acne made me gross. It got to a point where I seriously let having acne dictate the decisions I made. I would wear makeup to the pool and refuse to stick my head underwater. I would hold up a strategically placed peace sign to hide my face, and I would even avoid being in as many pictures as possible because I didn't want anyone to see my skin. But I remember a specific moment when I took a step back from everything and realized nobody cares. Literally, everyone is so worried about themselves. They don't care what you look like. They don't care if you have acne. They aren't looking at your big feet. They aren't judging your lack of muscles. And I only say these things because these are my flaws. I have big feet and no muscles. There comes a time in every musical season when you have to get measured for your costumes, and this was my freshman year. I wasn't the first to get measured, so I knew how it all went down. Stand up straight, hold this here, lift your hair. And so when it was time for me to get measured, I knew that whenever they measure your biceps, you have to flex. So I got up there, they were about to measure my biceps. I was flexing as hard as I could as they wrapped the tape measure in my arm, and then they looked at me and told me to flex. But the point is, seriously, nobody cares, especially the older you get. When you're young, like in middle school, everyone's so caught up in their teenage angst and adolescence, and they're just trying to fit in. But once you really get to high school, everyone realizes that it's actually really cool to be an individual. After I had this epiphany, I decided to try going out without makeup. Started with a couple trips to Kroger. I'd do some grocery shopping with no makeup. And then one day I decided I would go to school without makeup. Now, I was expecting at least one comment or funny look about my skin, but when I got there, nobody said anything, which, to be honest, I was kind of disappointed by because I had mentally prepared a really solid speech in case anyone were to say anything mean about my skin, but nobody said anything. The only difference that day is that I had some extra time in the morning to eat my oatmeal because I wasn't blending my foundation. But most people would take having acne as a bad thing. And in truth, I wish I didn't have it. That'd be really great if I didn't have it. But I found that I kind of like whenever bad or embarrassing things happen to me. It gives me advice to tell and stories to share. It makes me feel all old and wise. I tell people my embarrassing moments so that hopefully people can learn that it's okay to laugh at yourself. I tell people the mistakes I make so that hopefully they don't make the same ones. And today, I'm choosing to tell all of you about my experience with having acne, so that if you have acne, or big feet, no muscles, or any other thing you consider to be a flaw, I hope that you can find confidence within yourself too. And now for the classic cliche that I told you about. Life is too short. Life is seriously too short to go around hating the way you look and trying to fit in. Now I'm going to leave you all with one of my absolute favorite quotes, which I had to alter slightly due to a bad word. If you can't love yourself, how in the heck are you going to love anybody else? Can I get an amen? Amen. Thank you.